Okay, a little bit of noise. Sorry about that. You want to remove old decals, you gotta heat them. Ooh, that's working too good. That's better. When you're working with decals, the simplest things work the best. You can see where the spots where it ran. This decaling system is really good. The only thing I didn't do is something that my neighbor Gene has given me, is something to waterproof them. I didn't know you could waterproof printer ink, inkjet printer ink. But she gave me something, says it should work pretty good. Now there's products I've seen on the internet. See, I'm starting to peel the paint here. Ugh. Don't want to do that. There's products on the internet, but the company, some kind of color something or other, who has this decaling film, charges exorbitant rates for cross-border. They're in the US, Texas. Now very carefully, slowly. Now they're going to be replaced, so if there's any markings underneath, it doesn't matter. And I will be taking, and all these decals have to come off. Now all you gotta do is lift the corner. I use this old kitchen knife for a lot of stuff out here. But anyways, this material that I have here was from Avery. From Avery, that's the name of the company. And oh, sorry folks. See this one, oh, this one's removed, that's where I had the problem with it. And that one's gone, so. Avery has this clear window material at Staples. Here in Canada, I guess you got Staples in the States too. Yeah, this one's coming up easy. Just take your time. Avery had this wonderful decaling film, this printing film for putting on windows. Now, here in Canada, slow and easy, John. Here in Canada, we've got a bad problem in the wintertime. We get moisture on our glass and inkjet runs. So if you waterproof this stuff with this spray that I got from my neighbor, it's by Krylon, it's a matte finish. It's waterproof. Oh, I did my initial decaling, what was it, about a year ago. And, well, oops, I left it out in a storm here the other day. And all my decals ran. That's okay, that's okay, that's... welder smiling on me. Ah yes, blending in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. John, it works better if you turn it on first. You gotta push the little red button. That's better. Okay, yeah, you're on. Hi folks. Anyways, I'm back. You know, it was really funny. I bought the welder at that home place. Not homeless, home place, Home Depot. And later on went to another place to get the air tank, not the air tank, the mixed air gas cylinder for that. And at that place, the guy says, well, if you got getting this, you must have a good welder. He says, you got to get one of these coats. And I says, why is that? He says, well, it protects you. It's a fireproof, fire-resistant coat, and it protects your arms and this, that, the other thing. He says, every good welder has to have one. And it's only like $85. And I got sucked in. I spent way too much on a tank that's way too small for my welder. Not that I use gas anymore. Well, I don't use gas anymore because every time I went to use it, I'm out of gas. At my age, that's a wonderful thing. But for welding, that is not. So I spent way too much money on this. I spent way too much money on that gas cylinder that I don't use anymore. And I really hate to part with it. But it's getting too small for me. Like I said, over the last 5 years, either this has shrank or I've grown. But thanks to Doug at SV Seeker, I got an idea. Now, I don't know if the one that the guy there was wearing, ooh, there's a heck of a seam there. There we go. I think I know somebody who might be able to fix it if I need to see it down there. If it starts to unravel too bad. But this is really good, heavy coverall type denim in a green color. Why is it a welder would wear the same green as a doctor? The doctors wear it because when they get blood splattered on them, surgeons, I should say, not doctors, the difference, I guess. The doctor is the diagnosis, the surgeon is the repair person. So anyways, why would a doctor and a surgeon wear the same color when they're working? That's something to figure out. I know the doctors, the surgeons wear the clothes because when the blood splatters on it, it's not red anymore. It turns kind of a brownish color. Doesn't look like blood at all, so people don't get too excited about that. Anybody want a spare bottom half? Let's see how this works. Is that ever much better? Doesn't bother me here, and my welding's here. This is okay. I might just put something here, but that protects where I've been getting burned. On my arms, That's exactly what I wanted. So, little project done. And let's go up where we can see me. Onwards onto my rant about the decaling material. I got a backlight, I gotta watch out for that stuff. That should work. That's better. I'm having a rant about that decaling material that I used on the locomotive. That I can't find it anywhere. Well, you can find it on eBay and you're gonna have to pay shipping on it. But it looks like Avery will not carry that type of material on because guys like us have had an idea and are saving ourselves fortunes on decaling our model equipment. We can't use water transfer decals because we've got to have exterior outdoor decals. And those guys that make those vinyl outdoor decals have invested lots of money. And I don't blame them for complaining, but don't take away from the rest of us ways of doing a job that is a little bit more cost effective. That said, I ranted about that. Have I showed you what I've accomplished in the last week? Well, let's go and open the door.